So hey guys, as you can see, I'm dressed pretty nice today, kinda. So it's kinda late, but today I had the Zoom party with Big Ocean, with Big Ocean, like their first anniversary Zoom party, and as well as 5-minute fan call with each member. So let's get into some of the post Zoom party / fan call thoughts. Let's go!
Okay, let's talk about the Zoom party first. And I mean, overall, it's just like it's more like an interview style. But at the end, paddles get to show the Big Ocean like a whole video. For the sake of other paddles' privacy, I'm only gonna show you my part, like in the video and without other paddles in it. So yeah. Okay, let me kind of like rephrase that. Before we get into like, because we did something with the anniversary where kind of like a context where we filmed the sign version, like the KSL version for Glow, and like from like basically the chorus. But before that, there's like a whole intro thing that I think I can show you. But other than that, I can't show you other paddles' face. Yeah. So basically, here's like the start of the video. One of the paddles edited this video, and basically my twin in the Big Ocean Discord server, basically my online twin, she kind of directed with somebody else. Anyway.
1 year ago, a great journey began that not only changed your lives, but also all of ours.
Yeah, they're pretty hardworking. Basically, here it was. So yeah, that was pretty much briefly how it is for like the fan call, and then sorry, not fan call, my bad, the Zoom party, and then afterwards we were kind of, this is where it gets really exciting. There's basically 72 participants. Yeah, total, including the staff and translator or sign interpreter, and I don't know, Tim's own iPhone or something. I don't know. Like, anyway, minus all the members and their potential their iPhones or their devices and the staff. That's still not a lot of people. I mean, it's still a lot of people. And there's only a couple paddles or like fans who can directly say a message to them. And I was basically chosen first to actually say something. Like maybe like 30-second-ish. Like, so I basically told them how I'm like really so inspired, and with my ASL journey, and about like basically a brief story about like the plumber, about like how I was able to like communicate, and how appreciated he was, and yeah. So yeah, basically maybe I should talk a little, like give a little more backstory about the plumber. So basically, we have like, really my uni's apartment, they have staffs, and one of like the maintenance staff, I believe he's like never hard of hearing. I I say that way because I don't want to assume, okay? Just so, you know, but like, but it's apparent that he has like hearing impairment. That's definite. And he was barely able to like communicate sometimes. Well, yeah, most of the time. He mostly communicated with us through like typing it on our phone. And okay, I saw this plumber like 4 times by now. 4 times. First time I did not know. But my bathtub was clogged and basically my bathroom clogged. I did not know, and I was panicking, and he probably was trying to tell me that he's deaf. But I didn't quite catch on. That was the first time. Second time, I think, or was it maybe 3 or 4 times I saw him. Okay, second time was, I believe, a couple of days ago, our sink wasn't making noises or something, I forgot, and he came up to fix our sink. Well, like, the kitchen sink. And I was able to, like, communicate basically, oh, yes, or no, and like, oh, yeah, I can hear, I know, or just something simple, because, I was kind of put on the spot. So I was a little nervous. That was, but it was like this quarter as well. So it was like a couple weeks, maybe last week, or yeah, I think it was like last week. And then this week, basically yesterday, this time our sink is clogged, like our bathroom sink is clogged, and he came to fix it. But I wasn't home. My roommate was like, "Oh my god, I wish you were here." She doesn't know how to communicate, and yeah. And she told me after I came back. But that time, I bumped into him while waiting for the elevator, and I was able to basically sign. Let me just put my phone. Basically sign, "How are you?" And he was like, "Oh," and he was like, at least now, like by now, he already knows I can sign like really basic stuff, like really basic, because I was kind of nervous. Yeah, and then he signed back that he's good, and then he asked me how am I. And so I was like, good, and I'm like, I'm learning ASL, and then I think he's like, oh, I think it was like, that's good or something, and we were conversing, kind of somehow trying to converse in the elevator. He was really excited. I can sense that he's really excited, but my sign language, like my ability to understand sign language is not that great. And I'm trying my best. So I only did like, oh, slow, please. But I can tell he was like really happy that like somebody can communicate with him, and because that's not like an everyday thing, you know. That's just like how it is. That's just the unfortunate truth. Sometimes people can't meet the hard of hearing individuals and communicate. I guess in between would be the wrong word, but I hope you understand what I mean. Like meet them where they're comfortable, and taking that extra step to learn the language and trying to understand. So yeah, basically I was like the long story with the plumber, but I gave Big Ocean the very short version. So yeah, I just said, yeah, I was able to communicate with the plumber, and they felt really touched. They told me, in fact, in the call that they were really touched. Yeah. All right, let's now jump into the topic, like post Fancall thoughts. Okay, first with Giselle. I'm gonna start with my bias. Yes, I'm biased, but oh well. And overall, I saw like the list in the morning. When is my time for the call? It was like 12:30 KST, which is pretty much 8:30. It's in a sense, okay. Basically, it's right after Fancall, the Zoom party. They have a 30 to 45 minute break in between, and so I was the very, very first I was panicking. Well, to say I'm panicking is an understatement. I was like, I'm setting the pace. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I'm like, okay, this is great. I mean, oh, yeah, and I think, basically, just asked me like how I was doing with the ASL. I kind of told him about the club, but I forgot to mention it has yet started. It was gonna officially start next fall, but I'm only applying for the board board position, like, now. And it's not official yet. Like, I don't know if I got the position, but I really wish I do, because I'm living that role every day. So, yeah. And then I think he said something about, like, about one of the comeback songs' attention. I think he's trying to say that he choreographed it, and he wanted to ask, like, a question, but the translator, we're having, like, basically it was kind of troubleshooting with the translator. Their microphone's going in and out, and I couldn't quite catch the question, like, it was really unclear, and then I spent, like, 5 minutes trying to figure out the question. Pretty much. So, but Jisuk's this round wasn't as good as, I expected, but I still have a lot of fun. Compared to the last call. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for Jisuk this time. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, I showed him, like, a drawing, like, my drawing. I can kind of show you guys the drawing that I showed him. So this is the oil pastel drawing that I worked on during my break. It's literally Big Ocean. Yeah. It was a happy mistake, actually. I put the stand a little too small, but it's kind of literal. So yeah, that's what I showed. Pretty much what I showed you for the drawing. Okay, jumping to PJ next. He was on coffee, and he's a bigger yapaholic than usual, and he's, like, really bouncing off the walls. And I love that. I really love that about him. It's my first call with him. Oh, I definitely probably next call I would definitely get his slots again, because it's, like, super playful and comfortable, and he speaks English too. So that's a plus. And I basically told him exactly about, like, the community engagement chair position for the ASL club, like, my potential role if I get the position, where I'll be connecting with like, local deaf communities. Yeah, that basically connecting with guest speaker. PJ's reaction was like, like, something like that. Yeah, he was beyond shocked. I was he was like frozen in shock for like a good 10 seconds, and that was hilarious. It was hilarious. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any videos this time, or like even like photos. Like for the screen record, I can't show it. But and even if I do have it, the files this time just corrupted and it doesn't work. So so that's why I'm sharing through words, so I can reminisce back later and have a little bit of my own memory, or retrace my own memory in the future. But yeah, he was beyond shocked. He was like. I'm sure he was probably really proud that and he probably didn't know that they made such an impact on my ASL journey. And another thing, he also kind of did a little spoiler, which I can't show you. He showed it to me since I told him I'm also learning ASL. So he basically showed me like a little tiny spoiler for the signing part, like for the ISL, for International Sign Language. Yes, it does exist. It's just like, it's not that, like, according to some people. Like, I think some other puddles, like, it's not as common, or I think Big Ocean members themselves said it as well. So, just so you know, International Sign Language does exist. Yeah. So he showed me a little bit of sign, which I can't show, like, part of, like, the lyrics, and he was like, oh, I can't spoil in a Zoom party, but I can spoil it here. So I'm like, so yeah, he basically taught me how to sign a little bit. And I showed him, since I was like, okay, since you showed me how to sign, I'm gonna show you something as well. So I showed him this. This is a little shrimp that I drew, and that's representative animal for PJ. And he has red hair right now, and so cooked shrimp it is. So yeah. So that's kind of, I also showed him, I introduced him to my emotional stuffed turtle. This is Hyunny. Yeah, he's my emotional stuffed turtle. He grounds me. He's actually named after PJ. I named him Hyunny before he changed his name, so It was actually, to be honest, I also named it after, I named it Hyunjin, but to avoid confusion, I call him by his nickname Hyunny. So, that was before he changed his name, so, just so you guys know, he now goes by PJ. So, I wish everybody respects his decision for that, and call him by PJ. But I'm just sharing where my Hyunny's name can come from. I mean, okay, it's not like we can't completely not use it, we can use it within ourselves, but you would like to be called PJ, so I hope the future paddles who are watching this, or new paddles who are watching this, will understand that. Yeah. And again, I forgot to mention why I chose, like, PJ was so comfortable to talk to. He's a yapaholic himself, so he usually go overtime. So that's, like, money well spent. Like, I got a 5-minute one, but sometimes he likes to yap a lot, so he can go up to like 6 or 7 minutes. Just, that's why he sometimes sells out fast for the slots. But yeah, he's pretty much bouncing off the walls, and like in his most energetic self ever. Okay, now we're going to talk about all our Machyun and Tenya. We cannot forget about him. He was really, like, really chill and, soft. He asked... Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention for both Tenya and PJ, since it's the first time we kind of, like, it's our first fan call. So, and since they already kind of know my name due to the Zoom party, which just completely scratched my whole kind of semi-scratched my whole plan of the introduction, so I jumped straight into the sign name. So I basically said my sign. Oh, I can't really do it with my phone in my hand. So I basically did. Oh, my sign name is, and I forgot. I'm mixing members up. Oh God, I think either PJ or Chenyeon said. I think it was Chenyeon said my sign name suits me well, and then I was like, oh, Jisoo. I first told them, oh, Jisoo gave me my sign name, and I'm like, oh, and so yeah, they were like, I think Chenyeon was like, it suits me really well. Oh, he was such a softie. And then afterwards, I showed him this. This is specifically for him. I didn't have time to draw like a black cat for Jisoo, but because I'm still exploring oil pastel, but here is his representative animal, which is a sea otter. So, and he was like, oh my God, it's so adorable. Yeah. And he said I'm a great artist. And then he asked about like what am I most excited about, like what I want to see in their comeback. And I just said, I mean, all I want is for them to be them. I don't really mind as long as what they're expressing or showing shows their true self. Whatever they're comfortable or want to share or express. I'm pretty sure like other pilots will agree with me. But I want to say abs, but but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's great that they ask, but I really want them to just freely explore the concept or different concepts and find, oh, we really like this one. We really love it. We want to do it again, or oh, maybe this one doesn't work. Maybe the next combat we should try something else. And that's all that matters to me. Them exploring who they are or what concept that makes them them. And I gave a pretty short answer to Tenya. Pretty much just summarized the whole thing that I just said. I just want you guys to be you. And Tanya was really touched and said, oh, that actually made him really happy. Yeah. I mean, isn't that how fans should be? Like, that's just basically being, any fan would say that to their own idol, right? Like, who would, like, want them to, like, force a concept or say, oh, I want to see this, but, like, forcefully, or in a sense, like, if they're not comfortable doing it, like, if you guys get what I mean, like, and then I told him about the concept, like, I was screaming about the concept photo, so, and then he's like, oh, which picture do you like, which photo, concept photo do you like the most? I'm like, the black t-shirt one in the swimming pool. Oh, no, wait, guys, let me do this. This is basically what I'm talking about. Like, I pulled it up from their official page, Instagram page, but that's like the photo. Like, holy jeez. Like, hello. I'm just gonna pause it right here, and you guys go check it out yourself if you're interested. But yeah, this is the photo I was referring to. And speaking of concept photos, yikes. Have you guys seen, oh my gosh, Jisooks? Holy moly, like, first of all, it's getting more and more, like, totally, like, screaming, because after PJs, it's getting more and more see-through. I know we're like. So basically, we're, like, literally screaming. Oh my god. Like, guys, hello? Like, look at these, like, okay, look at this photo. Holy, oh my god, Jisooks. Yeah, and I think, holy, what the frick? This almost got me, like, this almost gave me a heart attack at 2 a.m. I forgot, I forgot which day it was, but I have class the next day. I forgot it was in an 8, hopefully it was not one of my 8 a.m. classes. 4 days ago, it was pretty much Wednesday morning, so, yeah, it was not my 8 a.m. So, yeah, like, huh? So, yeah, oh yeah, I forgot I had, like, another thing was, like, I also told him, basically, when the concept photo dropped, like, it was at, like, 2 a.m., and then Tatum was like, are you guys not tired? We're like, we can't really sleep, we're too excited, we can't wait. So, yeah, we just got, and then, we can't really sleep afterwards. I remember those sleepless nights of concept photo releases, for real. We're not gonna survive the comeback. I would be honest, like, in a good way, but, like, not survive, like, our sanity's not gonna be intact, and not only that, just debuting as an actor, you know, and that's a huge deal. And he did reveal that it's gonna be a love drama, so we're like, oh god, no, but not no, like, just like, and yeah, okay, okay, just me being a little biased, a little promo for Jisoo. His new, like, the drama he's gonna star in is gonna air April 20th on KBS TV, like, TV1. But that's if you're in Korea. For us, I think it might be, sorry, my bad, let me retract, because I have too many things going on. Jisoo staring at, my Jisoo photo card staring at me like, huh, April 20th? Yeah. It was a crazy April for us, so I'm mixing schedules. I believe it's like, okay, April 18th. That's when it will, like, it will air on KBS 1. Yeah. But that's if you're in Korea. If you're in US like me, and, like, maybe half of you guys watching this, that's gonna be a different time. It might be, technically, supposedly, it will be probably 17th for us, if it, when it officially aired on KBS 1. But here's the catch: we don't have KBS here, so we might have to wait for, like, either YouTube or, like, Drama Cool or, like, different, like, streaming platforms. So it might be a little later. I hope that it will be put on YouTube the day of, you know, like, the day when it aired on KBS 1, it will also be on YouTube. I really hope that's how it's gonna be, but you never know. Unfortunately, we'll just have to wait. Oh, and then, okay, that's a little promo, and I believe, like, according to some sources, Jisoo will be a sign-only character, and I think he might be doing, like, more like like, in a sense, it's gonna be about, I think it was like, again, according to some sources, it's gonna be about, like, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a high school kind of, drama. And, like, suddenly one of the female protagonists one day can hear Jisuk's thoughts. And Jisuk's playing himself, so it's just how it is. Yeah, so one day she can hear his thoughts, and he's only sign only. The first thing I thought, I don't know why, but the first thing I thought was SAB, switch at birth. I don't know why, but that's beside the point. And I think it will explore topics like some of the, not exactly daily hassles, but just some of the issues or some of like the, I can't say issues, that's not a good, I usually don't like to use that word, but some of the things that the people in deaf or hard of hearing communities will face every day and have a better insight of their world. So I'm kind of excited. Yeah. So pretty much that's about it. And yeah, for Chance, I think I didn't record it properly as well, so unfortunately there isn't anything. So that's why I'm like freaking recording this whole yap. So I'm yapping a lot as well. Yeah. This is what happens when I talk. Finish talking to PJ. I yap even more than I usually do. But I did end up having a screenshot of like in a call because okay, what happened was while I was waiting for Chen Young's, waiting for my turn for Chen Young's call, I was trying to open like checking the screen recording for PJ's for my own memory. And then I realized I couldn't open it, and I was already freaking out, and I was like, oh shoot, it's almost my turn with Chen Young. So what if the same thing is happening, and I couldn't get the screen recording to work? I'm like, oh my god. So while I'm mid call, I was like, okay, just in case, I'll take a screenshot this time. So yeah, basically this is my call with Chen Young. I happened to took a very good moment. I did not think of I didn't time it or anything. I just went click and just go with it. And it was not bad. It was not bad. Well, it was never that bad, but it was a really good moment. Kind of see with Chen Young. So cute.
Overall, that's my 15-minute call with all three Big Ocean members for 5 minutes. Yeah, Jisoo was way too fast for my liking, because I wish there's less troubleshooting with the translator. I mean, I know they're just trying to do their best, but it just goes in and out. And so, yeah, good night, guys. It's currently really late. And wait, it's like 3 a.m. and I need to go to sleep. So, yeah. I think while I'm at it, I should teach you guys how to sign goodnight. So, it's good night. Good night. So yeah, that's good night. Bye. See you later.